It is 3 o'clock or something. Went to bed at 9 a.m., up all night. Worked a friggin' manic midnight to 9 a.m. shift, trying to finish off the first video vlog, which you may have seen if you're here watching the second. And yeah, there's the timeline. And before we have breakfast or anything else, gotta get this thing done and rendered and uploaded so I don't miss the dinner time window. It is 11:39 in the PM. Didn't quite make that dinner time window. I wanted to show you the selfie sticks. So this one I got from Best Buy. It was like $40. It's terrible. And it was also a bit embarrassing to ask where the selfie sticks are. I was like, I'm using it for video. It's not for selfies on a friggin' Caribbean cruise or whatever. But anyway, I got that selfie stick. It was terrible. So I went on Amazon and got this MPOW one. And it is very nice. I got one of their Bluetooth receivers too. This is not a paid endorsement. I don't have any paid endorsements that I can think of at the moment. Anyway, I thought that I wanted to make one fix on that friggin' initial episode, and it ended up going for 8 hours of straight editing. Around 7 p.m. I wrote down some notes for this vlog, and I was gonna say, have you ever had breakfast at 7 p.m.? And I had these avocados laid out, ready to eat. As you can see, they've been oxidizing for 5 hours or whatever it's been. So, have you ever had breakfast at 11:30 p.m.? Around here, it's not that uncommon. The usual shift is I like to get to bed by 4 p.m., but 4 a.m. But when there's stuff going on and you're on a roll, you want to keep going. So that's what happened there. And also on the list, why are you sleeping in the office? There's the mattress. So, I'm sleeping in the office. Let me tell you, with a selfie. Selfie mode. What's up? So yeah, there's junk. Actually, it's not that bad. There's junk in a lot of places. I'm sleeping in the office because it's transition time. So, this is soon to be the war room. You can see we got 3 whiteboards there. We're gonna set up a giant table behind me. And the war room is basically gonna be a place for meetings, for building transmitters and stereos, fixing stuff. And we're gonna get a world map. We put little pins in everywhere a DDP has occurred, whether it was thrown by us or an autonomous DDP party cell. We're gonna have like those clear mirror things where you write whatever strategies you gotta strategize for throwing a party. Full-on military stratagem. And we'll also have one of those tables where you like push the, like in World War II, you saw those scenes in like underground bunkers where you'd have all the ladies pushing the soldier replicas around on a map, plotting some sort of invasion. We'll be doing that for boomboxes, but we'll actually do it for real, not just for show. It's gonna be friggin' rad. This is the magical apartment. It's not that easy to see in selfie mode, but as time goes on, you'll see more and more. So, after we have this oxidized avocado breakfast, I did have a little bit of breakfast, TBH. I had a friggin' coffee and some coconut flakes. And I don't usually eat a big breakfast. I've actually been doing the Paleolithic, I don't like that word, the caveman diet for the last 8 years now. And with that, your blood sugar stays consistent. You don't really get hungry through the day. So I'll have a little breakfast and gigantic dinner, usually of meat and vegetables. Anyway, after breakfast, I need to take... It's tough. I'm going to film this whole thing on the phone, but it's tough. You can't really just easily flip around and see stuff. That's the one downfall of using this phone cam. But I'll get better at it. So I got all these notes, and there's this whiteboard from our last meeting. And we got a party, a gigantic Halloween party starts in less than 48 hours. Haven't done anything to prepare. Got a bunch of people showing up tomorrow. Luckily, we have thrown gigantic, insane parties with almost no lead time or notice in unknown territory many times, so I'm not worried, we'll figure it out. But tonight is going to be all about taking all those notes and the whiteboard, and I'm going to friggin' slam them all onto this wall of whiteboards. It'll be like permanent stuff set up. It'll be a board just for Halloween, plotting out all the different roles and moving parts, because there's a lot of moving parts. For a DDP, you have no idea. This thing's insane. So, what else is on this list? Cut nose. Yeah, it's healed up. It's been a couple weeks since I filmed the first thing. Big deal. Discuss first episode. So yeah, initially I was thinking about maybe just releasing that first episode as episode 0. I wasn't gonna do any additional editing to it. And then last night I was chatting with my buddy Cam about whether or not I should just do straight up footage or do a bunch of overlays, and I was like, well, I'll try the overlays. So started doing it, and it went really good as I went along. Just wanted to keep going, adding more and more historical footage, and by the time it was done, the whole video was way more snappier, and it turned out pretty good, I think. So it's potentially going to be, or it is, episode 1. It lays it all out. This was going to be a who, what, where, when, why episode, but no, that is going to be it. That's what you get. And yeah, I'm stoked on that. The final note I had on here, glasses on or off. So you may not realize it, but for the last 7 years and beyond, pretty much everything I've filmed, I've had the glasses on. Partly to, that was just kind of the look we were going for. And partly because I didn't want to be publicly recognizable, and I still don't really, for the most part. But I think the eyes are the gateway to the soul. So, welcome. Here we go. But don't let you down. And that's the explanation, I guess, for the glasses for now. So, that's it. I'm gonna go eat this rusty avocado and start working. The night shift has, actually it hasn't begun, because this, my main computer, is rendering, and once it's done rendering, then I have to export a file. I have to compress it for YouTube, which is probably going to take at least an hour, because my computer is 10 years old. It's been a beautiful machine, but it's getting kind of old. And hopefully I'm able to somehow afford a better one sometime soon, so I can focus less on waiting for renders and more on doing awesome things. Taking more selfies. Awesome. So we've missed the lunchtime window and the midnight window. So let's wait till this thing's done rendering. It won't be 3 hours. It should be pretty soon, but still. It's getting late. Need a new computer. Finally. Done. Thumbnail's in, text is in, but it is 3 a.m. And I was debating about whether or not to post tonight, but it needs to be done, needs to go up. Next episode is due. Today's episode is due soon, so it's time to go for it. Who knows who'll be up to see this at 3 a.m. Probably just the other insane individuals like myself, which is probably a good thing. Post it in some groups, see what happens, but just gotta get these wheels moving. So without further ado, it's time to pull the trigger. Wish me luck. So we're live. Now it's time to promote this thing. So, just realized the one thing I thought of doing a few days ago and didn't do is to remove the F words from that video. So, is it worth fixing that now that it's posted and live and everything's done? It'll take another 3 hours or something to fix it, and it's like 4 a.m. The reason to take it out would be so it's more universally appealing. It's hard to be 100% inclusive with that sort of bad language. So we've decided to err on the side of inclusivity, which is always a good bet, right? Check it out. I grew up in a crazy town. Much better. Much better. So, it is 4:13 in the AM, and looks like we're going late. This is how it always tends to go with making movies. If you've done it before yourself, you know how time-consuming and dreadful and insane it all is. It is 5 a.m. Still rendering, and spent the last half hour maybe writing this. Dearest friends, after 7 years, the sunglasses are finally off and it's time to take everything to the next level. I hope you'll join me on this brave new journey and ideally get directly involved. In times of despair and division, I believe that capital P partying and radical decentralization are all we require to advance into a bold new paradigm that will maximize freedom, creation, and loving connection. As the video says, it's time to enact a fissure in reality and truly find out what can be done when we're all united as one. Massive thanks to everyone who has supported and believed in me and the DDP for all these crazy years. We're only getting started and the best is yet to come. Please like, share, subscribe, support the Patreon, pat yourself on the back, shake a little something, etc. XOXOXOXOX. So, I don't know if I'm slower than other writers, but for me it always takes a while to write something really good. and I felt like that was an important thing to do. This is a big thing, and I wanted to have a good write-up that would hopefully inspire people to watch the thing and also get involved. Not a lot has really gone on today, but it's kind of a good window into why everything does take so long. Maybe I'm an insane perfectionist who should be doing a shittier job or a faster job. I'm not sure how to do things faster while still retaining quality, but this is where we're at. It's 5 a.m. Still haven't had dinner, still haven't started on the war room. And once again, this party's gonna be a mad scramble. So the moral of this story is don't stop believing. I'm gonna cook some friggin' chicken hearts. Get back on that horse. Once that thing's done rendering, boom, upload it. Boom, like a gun clap. Did I say chicken hearts? What I meant to say was wild snapper with a salmon chaser. Nothing like a little wild snapper at 5 a.m., right? So this will also be a blog about how to eat healthy on the budget of a vagrant or thereabouts, which is me. So, snapper, $7. Salmon was $1. Usually meals are cheaper than that. It's a lot of snapper, not gonna lie. And we have these vegetables. So, my goal generally is to get by on $10 a day to eat healthy, mostly organic stuff and real food. It is 6 a.m. and we've got some snapper and a giant salad to be eaten over the next couple days. You want to watch me eat that salad? Forget about it. That's crazy. It is 7 a.m. Snapper has been consumed and salad put a good dent in it. Tired, I don't want to go to bed, but gotta watch this to make sure it uploaded alright and then figure out some kind of a promotion. Blast it out before I go to bed. And then gotta get up. And as for the war room, nothing. This is the behind the scenes. A million nights like this, organizing footage, editing videos, re-uploading, re-editing videos. It is crazy amount of work, but I love it and I believe in it, so I can keep going without experiencing spiritual malaise. It is 10 to 8 in the AM and we're about to go live finally. Boom. Done. Now I just gotta post it everywhere else. Made a few posts. It is 9 a.m. Sun is up. Bedtime.